What's up, guys? Episode 98 of the Podcast Boys. This time we have two guests. All right, two guests. Normally we have one. Normally we don't really have any guests, but this time we have two guests. We have Tony Mate and we have Thomas. So you guys can tell they're twins. So kind of makes it more interesting in a way. Anyway, let's go on to story time. I'll start with mine. Actually, I'm not gonna start with mine because it's a long story time. So when you guys can go.
I'll go.
Go for it.
Pretty good week. I did school, fun, worked out, got a mini rig and a battery online. Cool. Good week. Did games. I got a new car in GTA.
All right. Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Who's got next?
I'll go next if you guys don't mind. All right. So this week, I went skateboarding, right? And this is like, okay, so we went on Tuesday, and I was meeting a bunch of my friends down at the Key right after school. So I got home. I was running a bit late. So I was like running home with all my school stuff, got changed, grabbed my board and was like skating down to the Key. And I was skating like super fast. Like I was straight up like just bombing like straight down the hill. I had a burger in my hand too. Like I was eating and skating at the same time. So you can imagine it's like a pretty weird
Like Bart
situation. All right. And I get to this intersection and there's this guy like I guess like a car like blocking like a truck blocking the intersection. And there's another lane going this way, but it's open. So I start going, right? And this guy is like, he moves back a bit, like backs up so I can go around him. And I see a car, like I'm like skating down. I see a car coming like this way at me. And I'm like, okay, he'll stop. Like, I'm fine. I keep going. And he hits me, dude. He ends up like tapping me. And I'm like, shit. And I'm over the hood. Like I'm on top of his hood. And I slide off. I'm completely fine. My board's like there's this thing called flat spotting. So your wheel goes flat. So my wheel's flat spotted. My board's not broken, but it's just chipped a bit. And I'm fine. And I just keep going. It was like the weirdest experience I've ever had. Like, I was so scared. Like I was like, I don't know. Like this never happens, but like when you're like, I don't know, almost like in danger, like you feel like you're gonna die. Like I don't know, I've screamed like that before, like shit, like when it's like so bad, like I'm like fucking, I thought I was gonna die or something. Cause
yeah,
he's just
it's like fight or flight.
smoking me.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, like what did I do? And he just hits me, but ended up like, I guess because I kind of rolled it over like onto his hood, and I didn't get like hit. Really, I didn't get hit and like flown off. So I was really lucky that I didn't actually get injured or anything. Totally fine, just like super bad adrenaline. I was like shaking.
Did the guy run the stop sign?
It was like I guess because he was going right, and there's another guy stopped. I thought he was gonna stop because I guess he'd seen me. Like I thought he saw me, but he didn't. Like it's almost like he sped up. Like he didn't like.
What the?
It was really weird. So because like, and the other thing is like it happens sometimes where there's like cars, and I'm like, okay, I can make it like before the other car comes. So I'll just try to like do it like quickly, just like cross the road quick. So I keep going. And also I was late too, so I'm not really thinking. I'm just like, yeah, I gotta get to the C bus or whatever. But yeah, that was like so weird, dude.
What was the guy thinking? What was he?
I have no idea. After everyone kind of stopped, and like the guy on the other side is like, dude, you good? I'm like, yeah. And the other guy just is like, I don't know, sitting in his car, and he's like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And then like, I'm like, okay, I gotta go. But like, I'm good, you're good, nothing's happening here. And then we just go. And then I get to the next, like, I'm skating down the C bus, and there's like a couple more like lights and stuff. And as I'm skating down, there's this woman in a car, and she's like, "Are you okay?" Like she's yelling from like in like her car, like, "Are you okay? Like I just saw that. Do you want me to report it or anything?" I'm like, "No, like it's like we're fine and stuff." But like, I'm like, "I'm good. Just like don't report it because I don't want to like report that guy or anything and make it like too big of a deal when it's just like I'm fine, he's fine, nothing, no damage." So Yeah, but that was such a weird experience, dude. But
Yeah. When you're like about to get hit or like some shit's about to happen like that, in your head you're like just fuck, fuck, fuck. You're like that shit's just happening.
yeah,
Like you know.
yeah, I was like screaming like fuck, fuck. Like I thought I was gonna like break something or like get like really badly injured, but I was like, I swear I had like the best luck with me that day. It was
Yeah, I get that. One time in Chilliwack, there's this pump track right at this uh fucking park, and I was on it, and I had this little BMX. It was heavy, but it was still light enough to where you could pump it if you were like big enough,
Mhm.
right? So I went down and I was pumping. I went like 40 kilometers an hour. There's like a bridge underneath where there's a turn, and then I skid out. I flew 40 kilometers an hour into the wall, and I had my bike hit me in the groin, almost in my nuts, and I was like, "Yo, this is kind of fucked." And then I had to really quickly pick my bike up and run off the track, so then somebody wouldn't run my bike over.
Yeah, yeah, it
Dang.
sucks. Did it hurt really bad?
I mean, I was fine, but I was like, "Damn,
Yeah,
that sucked."
yeah,
The adrenaline also makes it more. You're not in as much pain.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Like
It's more bearable.
more bearable. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
This person I know got into a motorcycle accident, and he was telling me that when he broke every like bone in his leg pretty much. So but because of the adrenaline, he was on the highway, by the way. When he crashed, he was able to get up and pick up his motorcycle and walk to the other side of the highway where there
Was he
wasn't any
wearing like
cars.
any safe clothing or anything, or no?
He didn't say. But that by itself is crazy. Like I was thinking, like, how's
Yeah.
that physically possible? And he's like, dude, he's like the adrenaline, it would like do anything. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, all right. Well, that's an interesting story time from
I have one
Justin.
more thing to add. You know, like kind of like on what you're saying about like people just like with like the adrenaline stuff. You also seen those like videos. There's like parents and stuff, like the kids in danger. Like there's one where there's like a car and the mom like picks up the car, the dad or whatever. Like it's like
Oh yeah,
superhuman abilities or whatever to
yeah,
like
yeah. It's
save
crazy.
the kids.
It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, this really scrawny kid at my old school, he got into a fight in, in like a boxing match with some kid that he thought was weak, but the kid punched him in the arm, right? It completely broke his arm, and this part it wouldn't be like this; it would be
What?
completely dangling, like at a
He just punched
vertical.
it.
Yeah, and it broke. And then I was like, and then when he was in class, I was like, bro, you need to drink more milk, get your bones stronger. 'Cause he was like one of those weird kids that try to act like gangster and stuff. It was fun.
Gangsters, man.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Who wants to go next? Thomas, did you
I will.
wanna?
Sure. This week I did absolutely nothing. Play video games and that's it.
That's good. I guess I'll do second last. I just had normal school week. Yeah, and then I got paid for my work, which is great, and might save up for something or might spend it. Yeah.
Do you put like half away and like half is your spending money?
Yeah, I tried to at least.
So, guys, let's talk about what's going on in the world right now, I guess, right?
Hey,
So,
hey,
like the
me,
Oscars, right?
hey, me. Yeah.
I'm kind of saving it.
All right. Anyway, so like I was gonna say, my story time. So you guys last saw my story time. I was in Toronto, and it was just when I got there. So oh dude, that weekend was crazy. So Saturday, the day after, we were recording, I went to a Raptors game. Now at the Raptors game, I know that you guys saw this. For the viewers, maybe not. But the Raptors game on March, it would have been the 20. I'm not even gonna guess. Probably like 27th. But They versus the Pacers. They won by 40. Now here's the thing. In the second quarter, a speaker caught on fire, and they were like, "Oh fuck." They realized this, and they're like, "Dude, this is gonna endanger the audience." So they made the people that were below, like move, because if it falls, it's gonna fall on them. So that they cleared out that section. They cleared out the section. Game was chilling. They got the fire department, whatever. But people started to look over there. Why is the fire department there? Why is all those people like gone? And then another section moved. And then they had police come. And people were saying there's a bomb threat, there's a bomb threat. Then what happened was the police went onto the court and they said, game's done, like you guys gotta stop, like we have to deal with this. And like I said, the speaker was on fire. So the announcer went on and he was like, you have to evacuate Scotiabank Arena, and there's no public safety that is being like everyone's fine, pretty much is what he was saying. So everyone leaves and they're mad. There's like this one guy, so funny. I remember he was like, "They can't stop us. We the North. I'm gonna riot. Who's with me?" And then I was just laughing my ass off because I was like, "Bro, like."
That's
I
funny,
felt
bro.
But he was drunk out of his mind. And then there was this one guy that had beer, and he couldn't go through the security gate to leave because I don't know why. I guess maybe if it was a bomb threat or something, then that's another thing. It was kind of backing up the thing with the whole bomb threat. So if you go through the metal detectors, you won't have bomb, right? So that's why, even more reason why people were to believe that it was a bomb threat. So you walk through the security gates, but this one guy had beer. And they wouldn't let him walk through with a beer. So he's like, I paid $20 for this. I'm not leaving. So they're like, please, sir, you have to leave. It's like a security guard. They did not want to leave. They're like, dude, I paid $20 for this. I'm drinking it. I'm not leaving. And they were pissed. They wanted him out of there. But I mean, beer is expensive.
I agree with him.
Yeah,
Right, he
$20
should just,
for beer, dude. I'm not throwing that out.
Yeah.
Just chug it.
Yeah, he was drinking it, but there's a bunch of people like around him doing the same. So we leave, and then we can see the fire department that are outside the fire trucks. I get to my apartment. Keep in mind, this is 250 meters away, so if it is a bomb, I'm probably dead. I mean, who knows? But
I mean,
could be fun. Who knows? But 250 meters, I walk. I go to the apartment. I get up, but I have to cross the street to go to the apartment. And the street's closed, so there's police cars. So we just jaywalk. We just go across the street. I get up to the apartment. As we're using the elevator like keeps getting stuck. So it goes to a floor. It goes to like I think the 6th floor. I was supposed to get off at the 8th floor. So at the 8th floor, we were waiting to go up, right? Because we just let somebody off that was going to the 6th. It wouldn't move. So some lady was like, "Oh, this happens all the time. Like, just go back down." We go back down to the 1st floor. Then we go up again. Same thing happens on the 6th floor. We get stuck. So we're like, what the hell? It's not moving. Like, nothing's happening. Some people in there were getting, like, scared. Like, some people were like,
yeah.
oh, fuck. And then I was just like, dude, like, shut the fuck up. Like, did it go back down? Like, why is it, like, it's going down? Like, we're not stuck. Like,
Isn't there like stairs though too?
okay, this is a really stupid design of the building. There's no stairs that you can access that goes from the 1st floor to anywhere in the building. What you have to do is if you go to there's like something called main floor and then ground floor. Ground floor is like you enter, you go to the elevators, you go to your suite. But with the main floor, that's where like the gym is and like all this other stuff. And that's where the stairs lead to. So if there's like a fire or something, you have to like take the elevator just to go down 1 floor. It's a really stupid design of the building. Anyhow, some people in there were freaking out, and I was like, just calm down. Go back down to the ground floor, and we'll try it again. We'll go up. This time it worked, and we got out on 8th floor, and we're like, all right, see ya, good luck, guys. Like, so we get out, and then I was like, I had so much adrenaline from all this stuff that was going on, so I was like ecstatic. I couldn't do anything. So I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do whatever. And I had dinner, and then a few hours later, it took me like 3 hours to like fully calm down. I calmed down. I wasn't scared or anything. I was just like, all this chaos is going around me. So, I'm livid. But I finally am able to fall asleep. It's like 1 a.m. Toronto time. I go to sleep, and a few hours later, about 4 hours later, at 5 in the morning, the fire alarm is going off. And I was having a dream. I don't remember what I was dreaming of, but I was having a dream. So I thought it was a part of my dream, and I was like, "Oh, that hurts." Like I felt like my brain was hurting. I thought it was a part of the dream. It took a good like solid 2 or 3 rings to actually like start to hurt. I mean,
There's a fire?
for me to start to realize that, oh shit, fire alarm, fire. So I get up and this guy, Nigerian guy, comes on the intercom, and he's like, "The fire department have arrived. I'm going to investigate." And then basically, I guess the thing was ringing for half an hour, and then he goes back on and he was just saying like, "All right, everything's fine." But during that time, I looked out the balcony and there's 3 fire trucks outside my building. I was like, "Holy shit, bro!" I was like, "There better not be a fire." And I was like, this day is just so chaotic. It's 5 a.m. and I was just like, dude. So after that time, like he's like, everything's fine, and I was like, all right. I go back to sleep. The next day, it's Sunday. So it's the day that Canada plays Jamaica for a World Cup qualifier. I went to that game in Toronto. At the time, I believe it was -4 degrees Celsius. It was negative, and I was up like pretty much the nosebleeds. And the wind coming off the water that was right next to the field was so cold. I can't think of a time that I've ever been this cold in my life. I was in Edmonton in November, right before there was snow.
Yeah.
That was cold. But Toronto, when you look at Google, it said like feels like -15. And plus, I'm all the way up there. It's windy. I don't think I've ever been that cold in my life, if I'm being honest. So it was a great game because I got to see Canada qualify for the World Cup. Not many people can say that. There's like 12,000 people there. Actually, no. What am I saying? There's like 20 something thousand. 12 is pretty low. But yeah, it was crazy. I watched them win 4 goals. It was a really good game. So and I got out of the stadium. I was leaving, and I saw a guy with a camera with CTV. So I hop in there, and I had a Canada flag. So I started waving it, and there's like people next to me. We're all waving it, having a great time. And then he's like, "Oh, thanks, guys," because they had to get a clip, right? So they're like, "Does anyone want an interview?" And immediately, and so I go up, and they're like, "All right, so how was the game? How is it in there?" And I was like, "Dude, it's crazy. Like, the environment, everybody in there is going crazy. It's so fun. Like the fan base, everybody is so like ecstatic, and everyone was so hype. It's such a cool environment." And it's just amazing to be in there. I mean, it's true. Like everybody, it was going crazy in there. It was really really fun. And then he asked me what was the best part about the game. I was like, dude, everything. I mean, the 4 goals is crazy. The 4 goals. I mean, the team gave it its all. Like first World Cup that they've been in, except for in 1986, 36 years ago, when they got into the World Cup. So it's crazy. And then the cameraman was like, "Oh, how old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 16." He's like, "You're 16? Oh, that's nothing. Like, like it's so long ago compared to you." And I was like, "Dude, none of those guys on the team were alive back then either. I think one guy was, and he was like 3 years old, and he is 39 now." So, I was like, "Yeah, it's crazy." And yeah, so that was pretty cool. And he asked me like, "What's my name? Where I'm from?" And the interviewer is from our city as well, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I was like, dude, and my voice was dead too, so I sound like shit on the mic probably. But yeah, it's pretty cool to get that interview. I didn't see it anywhere. They might have not put it out there. Who knows? Because it wasn't live, but it was for CTV. I know that. And so yeah, that was cool. But yeah, like I said in the interview, everybody was just the environment. Everyone was crazy. It was so fun. Everyone was so hyped for it. It's crazy. I'll remember it forever, and very thankful that I went to the game. Raptors. I mean, it was fun while it lasted. It definitely was. They were winning by like 30 in the second quarter, and then they won by 40 at the end. So that's crazy. Um, yeah, the environment there is also insane. Like the Raptors, they have a big fan base. Some people I saw were getting interviewed, saying like, "What are your thoughts on evacuating?" And people that were getting interviewed were from all over Canada. It was like, "Oh yeah, I came from Nova Scotia to watch this game." So it's crazy. I mean, that's great that they have that fan base, right? I don't think any other NBA team can say I have the whole country behind me, right? I mean, obviously not, but yeah.
Except the Lakers.
Even still, because there's so many other U.S. like cities and teams, right? Toronto, one Canadian team, right? And I also got a jersey. I got a Barnes jersey, really really cool. And yeah, that's what happened. When I said last episode, I'll tell you guys about my trip. Didn't expect I'd be saying, I had to deal with the fire department and evacuating Scotiabank Arena because they were like, the speaker could either fall and go through the electrical cords, maybe go to other speakers, explode, who knows. So they just played it safe. But the thing is once they fixed it, they didn't let any fans back in, which I think is understandable because they're gonna have to deal with that whole security thing again, getting people in with going through the detectors and
the police are like searching for a bomb.
well, they weren't, but yeah, who knows? I mean, they were there. And then some people went home as well, right? So yeah, crazy week. And then I came back Monday, had school. School's been pretty chill so far. I mean, my classes are pretty good. Not much work to do really, but yeah. So that's long story time from me, but that's it. So I guess we'll go on to topics. I will start us off. So I got a topic here. I got a good amount of Why is this playing? I have a good amount of topics. We'll start off with this one. Let me share it. All right. So basically, we got a family of teen killed on Florida amusement park. The ride launched petition to shut it down.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's the kid who wasn't fastened into his ride and like he went up and then he fell out.
Yeah, he fell to his death. Yeah.
He apparently he went like 150 something miles per hour though. Way down.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're trying to permanently close the thing. So here's him. How does it say how old he is? He looks young. He looks like, I don't know,
He looks like
17. No, he looks like 18 maybe. But yeah, I mean, people are saying in the comments, stay the whole park for improper inspection. That's true. I mean, they're supposed to see the guy when the guy is being strapped into it properly. That's a really, really bad death to deal with. That is really nasty. I feel really bad for the people that had to see that and witness that.
Oh yeah, the kid's 14.
He's 14.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy crap.
yeah.
that should never happen. Like, how, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
14 there.
Yeah,
But
that shit's
dude,
heavy. Like,
this guy's probably gonna be
feel
pro football. Well,
feel bad for his family and him. Yeah.
that sucks. That actually sucks. The ride was fine. The workers just need to be. Yeah, exactly. They gotta check that shit,
Yeah.
right? They gotta,
Like Playland.
Yeah.
It's probably not the workers' fault.
They gotta train their workers and they gotta find workers that'll listen.
I
But
mean,
it might not entirely be the workers' fault, but nobody knows. Like,
Yeah, it could be the rides. Like he could have been like fully.
yeah,
You
or
never
like,
know. It could be just a ride or something.
Yeah, apparently two of the seats on the ride had trash bags covering them, so clearly they weren't working. And I'm assuming that's the same situation there, like with his seat as well. It wasn't working. So like the workers
Yeah.
probably couldn't have done anything, even if they did test it. Like they probably didn't test every seat, right?
like he was probably
Yeah.
sitting in it, and either he fell out or he was shaking the lock. the lock must have gave out. Hello.
Well, that's really a brutal way to die, honestly. Yeah. So you know what? Maybe this won't be a bad thing if they shut down the park. I mean, a decision like that.
At
Well,
least like
went so
shut
much.
down that ride anyway.
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta think like this. If they're not taking care of the roller coaster, or if they're not, making sure he's strapped in, whatever the case was, that still could be in effect with other rides and other parts of the right. So you gotta think about that as well. Bunch of people are saying, yeah. So nah, don't shut it down. Just hold the ones responsible. Yeah. So I mean, who knows? It could have been, it could have been a problem with the ride. Could have been the people.
Yeah.
But either way, it's still like equally as bad. I mean, it's shut down for different reasons, but I think, I mean, I definitely won't be going to this roller coaster park or wherever.
Yeah.
Just
I
because
like personally, I like Playland. They're actually like pretty safe.
Playland's great. I mean, but like this, dude, any situation that comes from this, like, oh, they didn't check if he was strapped in properly. But also at the same time, if you realize you're not strapped in properly, say something, right? But it would make more sense if there was something wrong with the ride.
Oh yeah. Also, why would the ride start if it wasn't like the restraint wasn't in? That would be so like the
It
ride's
must
fault.
it must have been like a kind of restraint that just kicks in like it could unclick probably at any time, broken like a
I th-
seatbelt, right?
it must have been in. No, I don't think there's a seatbelt. It's just like a restraint, and
Yeah,
then
Or
maybe
like there's a
it's,
thing that like
goes
arms
down.
that go over and then it clips in. That part could have like a piece could have worn out or like a spring could have
It
there should be
followed.
like two like safety things, like a seatbelt as well.
Yeah,
seatbelt
like
or like clip, or could have
a
just
second
been.
safety harness. And like a car having an emergency brake.
But why would it have emergency brake on just the seat?
I'm
Like,
saying like having a second like option.
I don't think roller coasters have that, do they?
I mean, I'm saying like seat should have like something so then he doesn't fall out like with a ride like on like there's two clips to click out for it to
But that shouldn't be.
let go.
That shouldn't be it, because he should be fine in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe they just replace the parts more often, or like do more checks on
Or
them,
yeah,
not only
I
the
mean,
safety test.
Okay, so there's two things here. One, if they didn't strap them in properly, that's a worker issue. Two, if their stuff's not like functioning properly, right? You get maintenance checked. That's also a worker problem. So either way, it's lack of education or lack of they could be lazy and they don't want to do that, or whatever the reason is. It's all because of a worker or workers that do not
But I also think the
Yeah.
ride shouldn't start if it's like not in. So I think it definitely was in, because like why would the ride be able to start in the first place with like the restraint not down? It just doesn't make sense at all.
So you're saying like there's like a something from prohibiting it to start up because he doesn't have like the
There should
safety.
be, right?
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know, but
Yeah.
there's a
Though
lot of different
they
things
should
here.
at least revisit it, see what happened, and
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
They
If
definitely
there's
gotta
more
look at
out
it.
there and they have like the same problem,
Oh,
or it could
Yeah.
just be like, is there like a weight limit or not? You know,
yeah.
like
This guy's a big boy. Like,
it
who
could be
knows?
concerning,
Yeah, of
like
course.
what the
Yeah,
problem
like
was.
dude is at least 6 feet. Looks like he was a big guy. Like he could fall out.
He could have
Yeah,
been a popular NBA player too, or NBA. I mean, like a football, like
football.
a football
Yeah,
player.
Yeah, he was in football.
14 for 14. That's jeez. Yeah. Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
rest in peace.
I'll let one of you guys go. Who wants to go?
I can go. I got like two. I'll just do.
All right.
Okay. I won't set this up. I didn't set it up for like 5 people on the iStream. Let me just fix this. Okay. All right. You guys can see this.
Yeah.
All right, this new Beat Saber music pack. It's Fall Out Boy. It's so good. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I have like VR. I play Beat Saber. It's so good. The new music pack.
Have an Oculus or something?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oculus Rift?
It's a Quest.
Oculus Quest 2, yeah. Nice. Yeah, those are really cool. I want one.
Yeah, it's they're a good price, I think. For what you get, it's good.
Yeah, like it's better than like a PS5 too. Like it's more fun, I'd say.
There's not enough free games on it, like that are actually good in my
Yeah,
opinion.
that's true.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Because if you're paying for like what, like a $400-$500 headset, like you should get a bit more options for free games, especially considering the fact that like every game is like $30 or more.
I think that's the price for that comes with it because it's so like I think well affordable in my
Yeah,
opinion.
well, I mean, like the developers probably have to do a lot of mechanics in developing just to get to the
Yeah.
point where like somebody could play in a game,
Of
like it
course.
tracks your movements basically.
But yeah,
Some
there's
games are
Oh.
there's good games, but like some of them like $30 for each one. Like that's gonna cost you a lot. But anyways, wrap this up. It's such good songs in here. There's like Centuries, Immortals. Yeah. It's good. All right, this so you know our friend Alex, he has this viral video. He actually made it on Mr. Beast Reacts.
Oh,
It's just like
dude.
it's crazy.
Again? Oh,
Yeah, well
he's
first
whack.
was the other YouTuber, what's his name?
Mini Minter.
Mm-hmm. And
Did you get
then
any subscribers from it or?
no, here I'll show you what it's like. It's just like so. Oh wait, let me just. All right.
The least you can do. I like the second half of the video.
I like your mom.
Same, she's nice.
The next clip, does he encounter a bear, crazy trick, or crash into another biker?
This is the second time I've seen bear, so I'm gonna go with bear. And if it's not there, I can't bear it.
Hey.
No way, is it the bear?
Yeah.
No way.
Tell me that doesn't look like a man looking at a bear.
Yeah, that's a man looking at a bear. Oh my God, that bear is humongous. Oh, wow.
The bear said, hey, if I don't get any pets, you're not recording this.
You can't tell me that bears aren't nice. Look at them, they're cute.
Well, he's only cute because he's not 5,000 pounds and huge.
Even if he was, he'd just be cuter. 'Cause
Nothing that can kill you in under a second is cute.
alligators, sharks, they're like
They're
little water
terrifying.
puppies.
How about you water puppy this $500?
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. Got so much money I can play Jenga with it.
Sounds like a rap line. Comment if you've ever heard that in a rap.
If you haven't, you're allowed to use it, but shout me out.
Post Malone, I know you love our videos. You watch them all. If you use that in your next song, just, credit us. So we have a
All right, yeah.
Well, doesn't Alex watch Mr. Beast? Doesn't Alex like Mr. Beast?
Bro, I don't know.
I
That's
think I
so cool,
remember
though.
him watching.
That is
Dude,
cool.
Mr. Beast. What a
Dude,
guy.
our teacher was in like one of our socials class or whatever. He was bringing it up like because Alex was saying like it was originally on like Fail Army, right? And then
Yeah,
they
so it went to like Viral Hog and then Fail Army and then the YouTuber and then Mr. Beast.
that's crazy, dude. That's so cool though.
It's been months and it still pops up like now and then, like after a while.
How many views does this video have?
I mean, like in total, I think it's like oh no, he's also on TikTok, Instagram Reels, maybe like 120 mil, 110 mil.
Oh, dang.
What the?
Wow. Did he
Yeah.
make any money off it?
Yeah,
How much?
I don't know. What if he's been making quite a lot?
Yeah, that does.
That's super cool.
It's really nice. That's so cool that Mr.
Yeah.
B saw it.
A cool thing about it as well is it doesn't have like any rhythm to it. Like that video was from a few months ago, and it's not like there's a trend where once a week you see the video come up, but it's like oh, all of a sudden, Mini Minter is watching it. All of a sudden, Mr. Beast. Like, it comes like now and then. There's no really like cycle, you know. At least when it first came out with like Viral Hog, those guys they kept on pumping through Viral Hog and like BuzzFeed or whatever. BuzzFeed's like news, so scratch that. But you know what I mean? It's like going like it kept going fast, and it kind of like died down in terms of seeing it on videos more often. But the difference is that it's going to bigger YouTubers, right? Like Mini Minter and Mr. Beast is like one of the biggest YouTubers out there. And so it really like I question the fact like how long will his video just keep on being reacted and reacted? How did you find the video? Like must somebody like that we know must have seen.
Oh, just
Mr.
one of his
Beast's video.
friends. Everyone
Yeah,
knows it
probably.
now. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, the Fail Army vid has 88 million. It's crazy.
oh my god. Dang.
You get a
What?
Did he get credit for any of the videos?
Well, he gets like a share of money because they feature the video in it from one of the companies. So
Oh,
no, they don't need credit.
okay, that's actually super cool.
Yeah. How does
Yeah,
Alex
it's
feel about
business.
this?
How did Alex know?
No, how does he feel about like
It's
trying
really
to get
cool.
on? Yeah.
Actually, I think I might have something to talk about.
Alrighty. Yeah, I mean that's great for Alex, dude. I mean I can definitely see him getting up there, not just with this stuff, but like with mountain biking and like he's crazy, bro. I remember like there's a jump that he did when we were probably about 10 years old at like a park, and I saw that video on YouTube. And I was in it actually. But that jump that he did when he was like 10 and we were 10, like I cannot do that. Like nowadays, like it's actually a crazy jump. I think he has a scar from it, but it's definitely worth it.
I think I found something. I'm gonna screen share it. This guy, he accidentally sold an NFT, $350,000 one for $150.
Jeez.
Pretty crazy.
homie scammed himself.
Yeah. Like pretty flawed, I'd say, if that happens, right? What do you guys think about that?
Personally,
mean-
I don't see why somebody would spend over 300,000 on an NFT.
Yeah,
You
that's
could buy a house. I mean, in America, maybe.
wow. Yeah, that's crazy how the world has come to this. But it's a monkey with a what is it called? The party poppers or whatever.
Coins in his eyes and like one of those things and a
Army
military hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't really know what to think about it. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's kind of like um anything else? No.
Hey, I guess that's just NFTs for you.
Pretty much. Anything could go wrong.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
What else you want to talk about?
Does anyone else have any topics?
I got
Actually-
none. But
I have it's just like it's kind of the follow up to the Will Smith slap thing. So we can talk about that, show the video. So yeah, he resigned from the Hollywood Academy Awards over the slap. So this is on Global News. I'll just share this. I haven't seen this video yet, so
Will Smith's big moment at the Academy Awards wasn't his Oscar win. It was his choice to slap Chris Rock across the face for a joke made at his wife's expense.
Yeah,
No,
but there's echo.
it's fine.
Yeah.
You can play it.
Yeah.
Just turn his volume down.
Late Monday, Smith issued an apology to Rock on social media, writing,
Yeah.
"Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris." Some critics say Smith's explanation is irrelevant.
I think discussions about whether he was defending his wife or defending his family are kind of beside the point. Violence is not to be tolerated.
Director Judd Apatow also objected to the smack, but acknowledged Smith's apology.
It's great that he apologized because a lot of people look up to him and they aspire to behave like he behaves.
Comedian Jim Carrey wasn't so forgiving.
I'd announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever.
Carrey also took aim at Hollywood, starting with the audience that rose to its feet for Smith less than an hour later.
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. You do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
The Academy, which did not take action Sunday night, has now launched a formal review of what happened. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Damn.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean, the Oscars, they actually did tell him to leave, but he didn't leave. He
refused. I saw.
Dude, I feel like the whole thing is so like drawn out now. Like, dude, there's so many people are like over analyzing it and like giving their 2 cents and stuff. Like, it's like, I don't know. A lot of people are saying it's just like kind of takes away from all the other stuff that happened, like all the other like awards and stuff and like films. And like that's like the only thing that will ever be remembered from that. And it like, yeah, there's a lot of like other stuff that happened too, and that kind of like shadows that, you know what I mean?
It definitely will be like the main thing they remember it by. Because actually, I think this year it was one of the most how do I phrase this? It was the least amount of watching viewers that they had out of all the Oscars over the years.
Mhm. A lot of people were saying as well, like, is it staged or like, is it a ploy to like to get viewers, right? Because like, it's
Yeah.
important and like that's how they make money off of it too. So
Well, I mean, the
get
dumb
people
part,
talking about it, right?
the dumb part is that they didn't even show, Samuel L. Jackson, right? They didn't
Mhm.
even show him getting his first Oscar ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Dude's
even
like,
watch them, so like I didn't really.
they didn't put him on it, so he got
Mhm.
it.
Yeah,
I
they-
mean,
and then there's
yeah.
there's a lot of people like debating like, oh, like is he defending his wife? Like, is that like morally like correct? And then like
Yeah,
people
like,
protecting it.
I don't know why they defend each other because they have an open relationship. So it's like where they can literally just both bang whoever they want. Like, it don't even matter. That's the kind of relationship they have. So I don't know why he's defending her.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, that's not really true. Because I'm sure he would care if that's the case. But I know what you're saying. He kind of gets stomped on with that. I mean, the point's been brought up, like, there's been so much worse said to Jada, and that's true. And so, here's my take on it. Will Smith had... Oh, so he was laughing at the beginning. So this either means that he saw what his wife was... her physical... her facial expression and her body language was not happy, right? So he either saw that and was like, fuck. And then he reacted, or, in my opinion, I think that he was laughing to try and, hide his anger in a way. And from there, he reacted, so he walked up, slapped them, he yelled a little bit. And I think that was all just a rush in his emotion. I think that just all came out.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, what a legend, handled it in the best way possible, really. I mean, he was so nonchalant. I would be like shivering. I would be like, dude, what just happened, right? But he pulled it off. He seemed really, really calm, surprisingly.
Yeah, like if I were Chris Rock, I'd probably fight him at that point. Cause he literally bitch slapped him. Like that's the biggest form of disrespect ever.
I mean, that's another thing.
Another man.
Chris Rock is like, that takes a lot to just take that hit. You know what I'm saying? And that's good that he did, because
He did, bro. I was like, just it was so bad too. Like,
Yeah, because Will Smith, when he did the movie Muhammad Ali, like he was acting for him, he had to train and work out just so he can get strong and knew how to punch. Right? So Probably
Got
slapped
the
him pretty hard, but
yeah, probably it looked hard.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, at least it was only a slap, right? Like, I have a
Yeah.
feeling it could have been like if Chris Rock retaliated, but he kept his cool, and I'm kind of giving him props to that,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
I probably would have fought him.
I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I think that people are saying, "Oh, which side are you on?" I think that Will Smith is in the wrong because he, you know, his emotions got the best of him, and he could have just handled it a lot better. And the standing ovation, oh, dude, don't get me started with that. Chris Rock had a pretty shitty joke. He didn't know that she had
Yeah.
the disease, or not disease,
Leukemia.
leukemia, yeah, condition, I should say.
Wait, wasn't it
And
alopecia or something?
oh yeah,
Or
yeah,
alopecia, not leukemia.
yeah, alopecia, leukemia, yeah. I don't know what I'm
Same
saying right
thing.
now.
Yeah.
But she had alopecia, which people are actually happy in a way because it's bringing light to the condition, right? But with alopecia, people don't know it's something wrong with
Yeah.
the system where you just can't grow hair.
The joke he made though too was like a compliment sort of too, because you know who Demi Moore is?
Yeah,
Demi Moore, like black haired girl who's like actor.
had to
She
shave.
had her hair shaved for a movie, like I don't know what it was called, but like
G.I. Jane.
Chris Rock said that it was like her. It wasn't really that.
Well, I mean, because she
And
had
he didn't direct it at her like disease, right?
because she had the condition and she
Yeah.
doesn't shave
So
hair. That's the fine line.
I'm gonna add on that, Anthony. Like, she's supposed to be like a really good actor and like beautiful and everything like that. So like in reality, is it like that bad of a joke, or did?
well, I mean, anybody could take it the right or wrong way, and I think like it was still mean to be like taken that way. But I also think it's not like sort of a good reason to come up and slap somebody and be like, "Hey, man, that's not cool." Did you like not joke about
Yeah,
that?
I mean,
Is that it wasn't a bad joke. It was more of a compliment sort of joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
I disagree. I'd say it's more of a joke, personally. But anyhow, like I was saying, I think that Chris Rock's also in the wrong because, well, first of all, he didn't know that she had alopecia, but he never apologized about it, right? I mean, he could be thinking, well, why should I? I got smacked on live television, right? Like, what a bitch, Will Smith, right? Well, first of all, he's not suing him, and he can sue him for a lot. Trust me.
Yeah,
I think
like that would because that would be on his criminal record and it would ruin his career.
I would not say he ruined. I don't think that it would ruin him.
Didn't it would
because-
ruin his career because he couldn't play in a lot of movies though.
But people are still gonna love Will Smith because it's Will Smith.
People are still gonna like him, but if he had a something on his criminal record, it wouldn't have looked good, and he wouldn't have been able to go in his. Like, it would ruin his image, right?
I would not say it ruined. I see what you're saying, but I don't think that personally. I
Yeah,
don't
not
think that
completely, but he would definitely wouldn't get paid as much for a lot of his
So here's
a
the
lot of the
thing.
movie he acts for.
So I think that it would definitely have a toll on him, and it would affect his acting and all that and his job. But I don't think it would ruin him. Nor do I think that he would still be in a position where he has to, find something else to do. Or I still think that he will get movies to film because it's Will Smith. I mean, I like Will Smith anyway because I think he's a great guy. I mean, his emotions struck out and that was horrible, but it happens to the best of us, and you got to forgive and forget. He even said like his apologies seem pretty legit to me, and I agree with that. He said it shouldn't, the world should have love. And
Well,
not
I
hate.
mean, personally, I can't tell he did the apology to either save his career or to he actually meant it, right?
I think he
Because
did
it's
it
hard
so
to
that
tell. Because if he was like really sorry, he would have said something about it at the Oscars. But after he already,
Yeah, his lawyer
Well-
be calling him up, be like, "Hey, yo, you got the apology out yet?"
yeah, it's like the same
Yeah.
thing. It's not
Travis.
it's not as bad as what happened with Travis Scott, but it's like
Yeah,
the
that's
same apology sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
Travis
On
Scott, he was
Instagram.
like,
Yeah,
"I'm
yeah.
so sorry."
Yeah, such
on his phone, like reading out, like,
Oh
I'm so
yeah.
sorry, guys.
Mhm.
I donated $1 million, family, something like that. That was him.
Didn't Will Smith apologize at the Oscars as well? Like I know he apologized on
He
Instagram.
apologized to the Oscars, but not
Yeah.
Chris Rock.
He was like, I want to apologize to the Academy and like, yeah, he was going on
for
like that.
getting it all on.
Yeah, and when he was asked to leave, I think he should not be a bitch and cooperate and leave. Like, what? Yeah.
Like,
But
I
Will
guess.
Smith's a pretty decent, like, big dude. Like, he can fuck a lot of people up there. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
I mean, like, I guess some people who are like have a lot of money, like him, he's a big guy, big dude, a bigger actor than most people, so he might have a lot of confidence toward it, right? Like, think he's better than everybody. So he might just be like, hey, what to do better than you, sort of thing. Like, I have more money, I could do what I want. That kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy
How long
topic.
have we been talking for, anyways?
Quite a while.
Yeah.
Like 50 minutes. But I think that like he probably would have been mad like at the Oscars because it's like maybe he was laughing to show like, oh yeah, I thought it was funny. But
Played
like
it off.
if yeah, played it off. Because if you like think about it, if he was happy and then like saw his wife and she's like, go up there, do something. He's like, you'll probably be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Like, why would I do that? I thought that was pretty funny. Or
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
And if you look at the clip, like after it shows Will Smith laughing, it like cuts to Chris Rock, and in that time period, Will Smith's wife could have said something to him, right? And then
Yeah.
he goes up and slaps Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been
Yep.
pretty quick, but
It would have been.
he probably might have been mad because it's like he's so happy,
As
and then
a
he just turned all the way around to like being so mad.
Yeah. And people are also saying, like, what would Will Smith do if The Rock was up there? Like, and replace Chris Rock.
I saw
Like,
that.
That'd be funny. Like, imagine he just slaps The Rock and The Rock slaps him and he just flies off the stage.
So many memes. Like, I saw Rec Room version, Minecraft.
Dude.
Like,
Yeah, I saw a version. The two funniest ones for me are where Chris Rock like dodges the slap, and then hits him, and that was real until he did the backflip and then hit him off. But
his back like did a stretch, like.
Yeah, and then another thing I saw was Chris Rock at the 2006 Kid Choice Awards when he was getting the, like, I don't know what award he got, like wannabe award or something, and he's like, I want to thank Will Smith, and then it plays the "Keep my name out your mouth." Anyway, yeah, that's oh, dude.
You want to talk about anything else, or
I think Kel's got a few more. Maybe Justin.
Yeah.
You got?
I guess I'll go. All right, so can I go on a roll here? Is that chill?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you're the last one left.
Any other topics so you can.
Okay. All right. World Cup, FIFA World Cup draw was today. All right. So let's go over it. We got Group A: Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands. My predictions, and you guys could go along with me if you want, or it's fine, but you don't have to, whatever. I think that the top two that are going to advance are going to be Netherlands and Senegal. That's me. In Group A.
Maybe Qatar.
I wouldn't say Qatar, personally. Then here, we got Group B. We got England, Iran, and U.S. And this could
we beat U.S. before too, so
yes, sir. This could either be Wales, Ukraine, or Scotland. I think that England is gonna be on top with whatever team.
Yeah, definitely not Iran.
No.
You never know.
If I mean, yeah, that's true. You never know, but I think
There's a lot of people in that area. So
Yeah, there's a lot of
there's
fans.
probably a lot of good players in where that is.
Yeah, I could be, but speculation.
Yeah, I mean they're okay. They're not that great, but they're all right. They're all right. So U.S. It'd be funny if they beat Iran and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna explode your country." Anyway, Group C. I think it's gonna be Argentina and Mexico are gonna be
Yeah,
top
it's
two.
close.
It's close. Yeah. Group D. France is gonna be either Costa Rica or New Zealand, or Denmark and Tunisia. I think that France and Denmark are going to be top two. Group E, we got Spain and I'm not this is either going to
Germany and percent.
Germany, yeah. I would say Germany and Spain top two, and then we got Japan, and then this is either going to be Australia, UAE, or Peru.
Yo,
But
UAE.
I think Spain and Germany are going to be the two. And then we got Group F. We got Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. This
Canada,
is gonna be,
bro. They're dead.
dude.
I think Croatia might.
Why did they
Yeah.
put Canada there?
Well, I mean, the best player wasn't on the team. I think they're gonna go on. We might do pretty good.
Dude, those are like the best teams.
Yes,
Canada's
Belgium. Belgium was number 1 for 4 years straight up until yesterday. So they're all good
Yeah,
teams.
and they're
Yeah.
gonna keep being like that because Canada is gonna destroy every.
I think
them W's.
for this
There's
one,
no chance for anything else. Or
for this
anything.
one,
Cringe.
I say Belgium and Croatia are advancing. That's I'm gonna say.
No,
I'm
what about Canada?
saying maybe Canada.
There's always a chance, but dude, I said what I said.
I believe in our home country.
Canada and Morocco. I'm gonna say it.
Like they just gotta drink. Our homies gotta just drink a little bit of maple syrup and then they're good to go.
Dude, pre-game ritual, yeah.
It reminds them of home.
There we go. All
Yeah,
right,
taste
Group
the home.
G. We got Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. I think it's gonna be Brazil and Switzerland.
Yeah.
Group H, Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and Korea.
I think Portugal and Ghana.
I think it's gonna
never
be
figured out how to say it.
I think Ghana.
Definitely Portugal.
Ghana.
I think Ghana and Portugal.
I just say it's Ghana.
Yeah, Ghana make some fire music, bro. Low key though.
I'd say Portugal and Uruguay.
Yeah, I said the same.
And that's it. So interesting draw. Let's hope Canada does well. I'll say that.
Yeah, they get stomped and wipe off the bottom of another team's shoe.
No, dude. All right, next topic, I guess. We got Doja Cat says she's going to quit music. It's not for her
Rip,
anymore.
I never listened to her anyways.
She tweeted out, "This shit ain't for me, so I'm out. Y'all take care." I think that this is bullshit. I think she just had like a little tantrum
April
or something.
Fools.
No, look at the date.
Yeah, it was April Fools. Early April Fools.
Oh.
Yeah, early. I think that she just I don't know, got
She's just
upset
like,
about something.
Fuck you.
Bro,
Quitting
she's
music.
so like you know.
A lot of people who make music like her are like all over. They're all over the place.
Yeah, she's so like she doesn't even say anything. She just says, "This shit ain't for me, so I'm out." Like what? Like no
Maybe
explanation.
she got like threatened.
She wants
just
all
that.
the attention.
Yeah. Definitely.
Maybe like competitor.
Oh, she
competitor.
says
Oh,
here.
never mind.
I didn't realize the other side. She said, "It's gone and I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm fucking quit. I can't wait to fucking disappear and I don't need you to believe in me anymore. Everything is dead to me. Music is dead and I'm fucking fool forever. Thinking I was made for this. This is a fucking nightmare. I'm following." She's definitely going through something.
Yeah. I mean, she probably just makes a lot. Like, if she's complaining about making music, I swear to God, dude, I'm gonna slap her. 'Cause people work a lot harder than making.
Making music can be tough, especially considering there's like a lot of haters and everything. Like it's mentally like fucked up.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
people are gonna hate. Like,
It fucks you up like over time.
yeah,
A lot of YouTubers
but
or other musicians.
I don't really think that a lot of haters. She's gonna have a lot of haters, but I don't think a lot of people didn't like her because she just wasn't like. I don't think she was recognized for everything because she didn't do anything bad ever.
You guys know William Osmond?
No.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, he, he quit YouTube a while ago, right? Because of the haters, right? Like he said, it can like fuck you up mentally because it's just hard to deal with and get over all the haters.
That's probably why I don't know him.
Bro.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm not gonna take her seriously. I don't think this is really. I don't really care anyway. But
Bro,
it's
I hope
important,
she
I guess.
still goes on tour because we're gonna see The Weeknd.
Oh yeah.
And
I
she's
wonder
like
what that's gonna be.
featuring.
Yeah. I wonder how that will be.
Mm.
All right. Here we go. We got next one. Georgia man gets 3 years in prison for using COVID relief money to buy a $57,000 Pokemon card. This happened this week as well. Exactly a week ago. Oh, I'm gonna the ad, but
I went to prison for a $50,000 Pokemon card. Let's go.
okay, let me
Basically
read
him.
it. So it says illegally obtaining a coronavirus relief loan and using more. Okay, we read that.
Oh, wait, he's a relief.
31 pleaded guilty in October to a single count of wire fraud. Prosecutors said in legal filing that he submitted false information to the U.S. Small Business Administration last year when applying for a COVID-19 relief loan for entertainment services business he claimed to own.
She said 100 people wanted to share Charles.
He employed as
He
well as his
fucked up.
business annual revenues. I guess this is the last name. Received $85,000 from the loan program, and they spent. All right, well, yeah, idiots are gonna be idiots. Go to prison. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he definitely deserves it. There's other businesses that could have used that money.
He's probably
and it
hiding
makes-
that Pokemon card somewhere to keep it safe, And right to
Yeah.
prison with them, Shaws.
He does not look happy. He's like, "Fuck, I really did
Like,
that."
how long can I hide this Pokemon card in my?
He's like, is that Hollow Charizard really worth it?
Yeah, bro.
It looks like it's in good condition. It got a 9.5.
Mhm. Well, good for him. I don't know, dude. 3 years, jeez. Yeah, the money could have gone somewhere else. Alright, next one, last one. 19-month-old Palestinian girl dies after Israel denies her medical care. I believe this is clickbait, but let me see. Okay. A 19-month-old child has died in Gaza after waiting for 5 months for Israel to grant her permission to leave the blockaded enclave for treatment. Human rights groups said Israel's blockade of Gaza was responsible for the death of Fatima al-Masri, who was diagnosed last year with a hole in the heart and who died on Friday.
Sad, dude.
Fatima missed 2 appointments for treatment at Jerusalem's Al-Makazed Hospital in December and February, while her family were told her case was under review. And then we got, I loved her from, okay, this is what she was saying. I don't really want to read this, it's sad. But she was just saying, like, you guys could see it. It's just her getting upset. Said that, okay, Fatima missed 2 appointments for treatment at Jerusalem's Al-Makazed Hospital in December and February, where her family were told her case was under review by Coordination and Legion Administration, the Israel Authority, which handles Palestinian travel permits. This is what happens when 2 countries are not happy with each other. This stuff happens.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
that's
really
fucked.
sad. I feel bad for the family.
Bro, I swear to God, our neighbors are like jumping around upstairs, like dunk, 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 dunk.
Bro, what are they doing?
Oh, they're like probably moving stuff, like trying to find some dementia.
All right. Well, that's all my topics. Do you guys have any more?
Not really, no.
No.
Nah,
All right.
bro, that's it.
That's it. Thank you guys for coming on. This has been the Podcast Boys, episode 98, Road to 100. Let us know in the comments what you want us to do, and we will see if we can do it, or we'll do something else. Who knows? Check out Tony Mate's YouTube channel. He creates YouTube shorts. The link will be in the description. And Thomas, do you need anything? SoundCloud or something? Who knows? Facebook, Instagram, MySpace,
Come up.
Bullhorn. All right. So we'll see you guys in the next episode, going on to episode 99. We'll see you next week. See ya.
Peace.